Howdy, welcome. Today's video is gonna be a lot like my Elliott Smith review because I'm sad now. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I could review a happy record. It's just unfortunately I don't like happy music apparently. Anyway, today I've decided to review The Sunset Tree by the Mountain Goats. Just in case someone thought I was still happy, I thought I'd go ahead and crush that idea now. There are a lot of sad albums. And a lot of albums that tackle serious issues. But there are not many that do it in such a gut-wrenching fucking way. This album's hard. It's hard to listen to at times. It's so good, but it's so hard. I first listened to this album without knowing much about it. I was driving through a desolate part of Oklahoma with my roommate at the time. The lyrics went right over me. But I really enjoyed the sounds and the vocals, so eventually I went back and re-listened to it with a bit more attention. I was in the car driving DoorDash, and if you know the feeling of having a day so bad that you want to give up and just run your car off the road, crash it, then you know exactly what this album sounds like. The album starts off on a really fucking tough note with You, Your Memory. It's just so painful. He starts by telling a story where he's reflecting on memories of his late stepfather and drowning his sorrows with alcohol and pills, specifically baby aspirin. It's an attempted suicide. This is how the album starts. It's a great song, kind of catchy, but it is so fucking hard to listen to already. And the album doesn't really go up because those memories of his stepfather are plastered from start to finish on this thing. There is one bright moment, though, right before things come cascading down with Broom People. Broom People is about finding someone you love and spending a lot of time with them and not making everything okay. And this whole first part of the album is kind of like that. It's kind of about this person he really loves, in my opinion. And I personally like to think that it's Kathy, who is brought up in the next song this year, which is a song that my first time listening through, I did not know this was about his stepdad. I knew nothing about it. I went in blind. And so as I was listening to the song, it was just him telling the story about drinking with this girl he really liked. And as the day came to a close, he had to face his stepdad, who was abusive. And it hit me really hard because I didn't realize it. It made the song go from this song about getting through a tough year to this anthem filled with hope for the year that he can... This anthem of resistance, really, that is filled with hope for the year that he can escape. He can free himself from this horrible environment. And so he's madly in love with this girl, Kathy, in my opinion. And he's just waiting out the days till he can leave. The song is the first mention of the stepfather's abusive, which also puts the first song into a bit more perspective. Yeah. Well, and then we followed up with Diluted. It's apparently a drug. I don't know what it is, to be honest. Diluted. And this song is really where that feeling of wanting to run your car off the road starts. The song is this pumping, driving, like, cello, violin. I don't remember what the instrument is right now. I forgot to write it down. It's really, like, to me it feels like the start of an anxiety attack. The song is about being so in love with a girl that it's like overfilling, like it's too much. But to me, it just feels like the start of an anxiety attack, which is not a great feeling. I do love this song, don't get me wrong. I listen to it often, but yeah, this is the song that makes me want to run my car off the road. And man, I really gotta stop listening to this album while I drive. The last song I want to talk about, though, in detail anyway, is Dance Music. I love this song for so many reasons. It's so good. Dance Music has this fun, dancey instrumental, obviously, but the lyrics are so painful. They're so gut-wrenching. It's a little bit like a Hey Ya in that sense, where it sounds happy, but it's sad, but this one is so much worse. It starts with a story of him lying on the floor, listening to dance music to try and drown out the sounds of his mom and stepfather fighting, which is one of the most painful things I've had to listen to in forever. Which is crazy. It's not something I even know. It's not a reality I've had to face. I don't know my father, and I don't really have a stepfather. But anyway, it's just the fact that this song makes me want to rip my hair out, and I've never been in his shoes. I can only imagine what it was like for him, and I can't believe this man made it out alive. It's gut-wrenching. It's anxiety-inducing. It's just so painful. And that's only the first of the two stories. The second one is just as bad. It's a story about being madly in love with this person. In my opinion, it's Kathy. I think the whole first leg of this album is about one person. And he's really in love with her, but she gives into the special secret sickness, which is really up for interpretation. Could it be alcoholism, drug addiction, depression, cancer, AIDS, whatever? In my opinion, it most relates to my life with depression, but I think it's most likely actually alcoholism. But the point is that this girl that he's so madly in love with is his only light in his life, because he's from a broken home and is so constantly pained, but she is starting to fall into her own level of being broken, and it's no longer good for him. And so he has to either face it all alone or follow her down the winding alleyways, and he can't bring himself to do it alone, so he just follows her, leaving himself even more broken than before. And he finally gets pushed to the edge and is about to do something he can't even regret. Thankfully, the police stop him, or he stops himself, and the police show up, and he's left in a world of tears. Actually, that's not sad. I just assume he's listening to dance music, so maybe he's happy. Anyway, point being is there's so much to this album, and it only maintains the same momentum. It's just as powerful. I just wanted to tell the story of Kathy, because I think that's my favorite part of the album and the most powerful. But I fully recommend this album with everything I have. It's a 9.5 out of 10, maybe even a 10. There's not a song on it I don't like. It's perfect. Damn near. Yeah. Thanks for watching my review of the Mountain Goats. No, no, I can't show. I can't even do it. Not even a joke. But thanks for watching. Have a good one. Check out the album. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear some opinions and some thoughts on the album in the comments. I would love to start some conversation. I don't have anyone to talk about music with, so yay.